Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back with another quick card. And my quick card today actually uses the tree lot dies. Now these are one of our free products, free with a purchase during celebration, and we'll just move to it here. So this is what you get, and it's free with a £90 purchase. So it's a somewhat more expensive purchase point, but you get a lot of dies with this set. So we're going to be using these trees today. You get 3 different sizes of trees. You get a little dog die. You get the little stands for the trees. There's stars, there's a bow, there's a wreath, so you can decorate your trees up in a variety of ways. There's a pole for you to hang lights or bunting from. And we've also got the wonderful little caravan, which is absolutely fabulous. So you can see a few different ways that you can use these. And this coordinates with the Trees for Sale stamp set that is in our autumn winter, the July to December catalogue. So you can see that we've got the little dog that you can actually then die cut out, the base for the stand for the trees. I'm not going to be doing stamping, though I am using one of the greeting stamps from this today. I'm concentrating very much on the dies, but you can see that these will cut out the lights, the 3 different trees, etc. So what I've got, let me move that to one side, is I've got some of our Lights Aglow paper, which is absolutely gorgeous, and it's 6x6 paper. So I didn't want to cut a full card front and waste any of this gorgeous paper. So what I've actually done is take a 6x6 sheet and cut it in half, so it's a 3-inch wide panel, and then I've trimmed a little off the bottom so that it's going to fit on the card front. So I'm just going to adhere this down now. So it's going to take possibly a little bit longer than I will take in the video today. I have pre-cut a couple of pieces and 1 or 2 dies, but it won't take very much longer. It's not one of the quickest cards, but it is, I think, worth a little extra time. So there's my card front, and I'm going to be using some of this gorgeous glimmer paper. Let me just show you these. So these are our gorgeous glimmer papers, and you get 3 different shades. You get the gold, the evergreen and the vanilla, and you get 2 12x12 sheets of each in a pack. So I've just trimmed off, I used a little bit for some gold stars. So that is the Glimmer specialty paper, and it is designed to go with these Lights Aglow DSP sheets. I thought that I would probably use the Evening Evergreen the least, and so I decided to trim the edges of this with the Evening Evergreen, because I know I can use gold on so many different projects. So I'm keeping the gold for other projects and using a bit of this Evening Evergreen. And to apply it, I'm just going to use a little bit of Tombow. I'm going to pop a little bit of this, and I'm just holding it against the edge of the card so I can see how far down I need to go, because I've just cut this from the edge of a sheet of 12x12. So I'm going to pop that on there and slide it up to the DSP, wipe away any excess, and then just get my scissors and make sure that I've not nudged that, and trim from behind. so that it is straight with the edge of the card. So I do that again. You can cut it exactly to size, but I just find it easier and quicker to do it this way. So make sure that that is on. I've managed to get a little bit of tombow on the back here, so I'm going to need to get my eraser and sort that out afterwards. So same thing here, I'm just going to pop a little bit on the back of here, like that, and then slide that up to the edge of the paper. This way we're only using a tiny sliver of paper and a little goes a long way. So again, I'll just open that and trim. The Glimmer papers are quite thick, so you want some strong scissors, and I should have used my big ones, but there we are. So there's our card front. So I've cut a couple of panels, and this one's 2 inches by 4 inches, the basic white, and then I've got 2 1/4 by 4 1/4 evening evergreen, and that's what I'm going to use to go on the front there. I've already die cut out. I've used the largest outline tree to cut one from evening evergreen, soft succulent, and then from evening evergreen I'm going to cut the outline, but I'm going to make life easy and quick for myself. I've got a little piece of leftover adhesive, the adhesive backed paper here, and I'm just going to pop that on there, peel that back and attach the rest, and then we're going to use our Stampin' Cut and Emboss to die cut out this evening evergreen. So I'll just bring that up, and because we've got the adhesive back paper on the back of there, this effectively turns this into a sticker. And that's just moved a little bit. There we go. Run that through there, and it's worth just checking that has die cut all the way through, because if it hasn't, then leave it in place and run it through again, but that's no problem, that has die cut through. Now this is going to pull out of here, and we've got all our little bits in here. But what I'm going to do is just peel up the adhesive, and if you just curve it, it pulls away those additional bits for the most part. I've got one tiny bit left in there, and I can simply poke that out. And then I'm just going to position that on my outline tree. There we are. And if I just turn it over, run a bone folder from the back, that just adheres it into place quite nice and strongly. Now I could have used a little stand beneath this, but I'm just trying to keep this card fairly quick, so I'm going to ignore that for now. I have already die cut the star from the gold Glimmer paper, and that's going to go on the top of my tree, and I just need a tiny dab like that to put the star on the top, decorate my tree like that. Now for the sentiment, I am using the Christmas greetings from the Trees for Sale, and I have actually split my sentiment. I've cut this apart, but if you are not sure about that, then simply ink and stamp masking off one part of the sentiment. So I'm just going to get my mat so that we get a good impression, and I'm going to use Evening Evergreen ink. So I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to stamp the Christmas first. This is a tip if you are splitting apart your stamp, and I've managed to get ink on there, so I'll just flip that over, make sure that I don't get ink on my stamp, on my card where I don't want it, and we'll stamp that. And I've done that wrong. Right, I'm going to turn it over again after all, because I need the greetings first. So I'm wanting Christmas greetings. So I will have to try and make sure that I stamp over that bit of green ink. So I'll stamp there like that, and then get the Christmas and stamp that over the top, trying to be careful, and I've not done a very good job of that. I will probably redo this. In fact, I will redo this. Let's cut another one. So this is going to take a little bit longer today. So this was 2 inches. By 4 inches. And we'll stamp this again. So I want the greetings first, and we'll stamp this at the base, put that on my grid paper, and my stamp is curling a bit. And I think that's because it's been left out on my desk and we've had so much heat that I really should have cleaned and put away my stamps. So I think that's a bit better. So we've got our Christmas greetings. Now I can adhere this to the Evening Evergreen that I've got behind. Like that. And turn it over and press from that side. And I'm actually going to pop this up first and then pop the Christmas tree on. So I'm using my dimensionals, and we'll have a couple there and then a couple in the middle, because I don't want this to buckle as it goes through the post. So I'm going to pop that then on there, leaving a little bit more room at the base. And then I'm going to use a few dimensionals as well on here. And pop that up on the card front. Now you can simply leave it there, or you can decorate your tree. And if I grab my pearls. Then we can pop, I think we'll go with the gold because we've got a lot of gold on here already. So I'm just going to pop a few of these little pearls. And scatter them about randomly. Try and get them so that they're not sticking to me but to the card. There we are. And that is my quick card for today. So not quite as quick as normal, but still a quick card. And of course you could change this up and use a different sentiment, whatever sentiment you've got. But I do think that the paper, the glitter paper at the edges, does just add that little bit of extra pizzazz to it. So I hope you found this helpful. Please do subscribe to my channel below to see a quick card every Monday and a quick tip on a Friday. Thank you for stopping by.